Hello, everybody. This is Kirby over yonder, and today I'm revisiting my top five worst cartoon females. Um, this is an interesting one. I was really expecting some backlash for this, um, cause feminists. But I actually didn't get that much. The comment section was very civil about this one, and I really respect that. I'm glad that not everyone is like, oh, you can't talk bad about women, not even fictional cartoon women. Um, and I wasn't for this list. I wasn't trying to get across the, oh, women are terrible. Obviously, that's not true at all. There are plenty of wonderful people who are women out there. I just the message I was trying to go for this one was that um, that the an animation should portray women in a not perfect like a certain someone, but as people who are flawed but can be very strong at the same time, and be good role models for young women out there. That's the that's the message I tried to get across with this one, and I think I did it fairly well. I'm pretty proud of myself with this one. The Before I talk about the characters I actually chose for the list, I'd like to talk about two characters that I didn't put on the list, but would now put on the list if I were to redo it. The first one is Beth from Rick and Morty. She wasn't that bad in seasons one and two, which is why I didn't put her on the list initially. But yeah, in season three, oh good God, she's awful. She really is. I think um the scene that just made me really despise Beth so much, and it's a short scene, but it is one that really pissed me off. Um, is in the episode Morty's Mind Blowers, where um, they're showing an alien guy, monster thing, whatever, captured Morty and Summer, and he says, Beth, you have to choose between your children. Which one would you want to live? And she just easily, without even thinking about it, says Summer. Um, and of course, obviously, Rick came and killed the monster, so neither of them died. But still, the fact that she does not care about Morty at all, um, to the point where she doesn't really care that much about him dying. That's just sick. That is just awful. And I would definitely put her on the list now. Um, Probably number like two or three. Um, Definitely an awful person, and she's done other things too. Like in Pickle Rick, where uh, she's really rude to an honestly very nice, very calm, reasonable therapist. Or in Whirly Durly, where uh, she can't even she can't even tell her own daughter she's beautiful. Like, oh, because it's gross. It's really ironic how Morty is a lot more mature than Beth. I think that's pretty ironic, and I know they do it on purpose. So I do applaud the writers of Rick and Morty for making a character so hateable. But yeah, she is very awful. And the second character I would put on the list now would be Jessie from Big Mouth. I think um she uh just has this very negative, nasty attitude toward her character. Uh, I know she's a young woman going through puberty and stuff, but man, every time she's on screen, she just has this rude attitude, and she's always just being a jerk to people, and I hate that, and she's so pessimistic, and I do not like her character at all. I think she is very obnoxious, and if I were to put her on this list, I would probably put her at number one or two. But looking back on it, I'm kind of glad that I didn't get to put these characters on this list because both of them are from adult cartoons, and I kind of want to stress the fact that that animated women should be role models uh, to young women, kids um, that are growing up. So I'm pretty glad that, or at least I'm somewhat glad that those characters didn't make the list. But anyways, um, my number five choice was Cindy Vortex from Jimmy Neutron, and yeah, I really did not like Cindy. She was definitely the worst part of the show for me. She was just very obnoxious, always yelling at Jimmy. Just a very cliche, stereotypical bully character. She wasn't funny. She wasn't an interesting character. She was just annoying and not much else really. She she didn't get very much character development, and I don't know. I really just didn't like her. She did drag the show down a little bit for me. I would have preferred the show without her. Her voice is very annoying. Yeah. Cindy is not a very good character. And number four was Little Susie from Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she isn't in the show that much. She's in a few episodes, but not that much. But every time she's on screen, she always has this very um smug, just very annoying attitude towards Candace. Who does not do anything wrong and is is a lot more likable than Susie and does not at all deserve the treatment that Susie gives her. And then there's like any other time where she's just very, oh, so adorable, even though she's a jerk and her parents just don't realize it. It's not funny. It's not interesting. It's she's not even a very good antagonist. She doesn't have any motivation. Um, she 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 doesn't she doesn't really add much of a new interesting dynamic onto the show. She's just kind of there and acts annoying and is an inconvenience to Candace, um, which I really dislike her character. And number three was, oh God, what was her name? Oh crap, I forgot her name. What's her name? She was the girl from Bunsen is a Beast. Oh God, I'm gonna cut here. Hold on a sec, guys. All right, so I looked it up, and yeah, her name was Amanda. Um, yeah, she was very, um, excuse me, um, very annoying. Her voice, I mean, I get the joke. Her braces make her sound weird, but it's not funny. It gets old very quickly, and it just gets on the nerves after a while. Bunsen, as a whole, has very bad voice acting, and Amanda is definitely the worst sounding of all the characters. And the whole stick of her trying to bust Bunsen, it really is just Candace from Phineas and Ferb, but uh, a lot less satisfying to watch when she gets defeated because um, Bunsen and Mikey are very likable characters. They're not the worst ever, but they are pretty annoying too. So, and Phineas and Ferb themselves are very likable. So when Candace fails, that it's actually satisfying because you want to root for Phineas and Ferb, but I don't what am I talking about? I don't root for Amanda, but I don't root for Bunsen either. So I'm just kind of stuck. Like, what do I do? I guess I just watch. Um, and her stick gets very old, and um, a lot of the jokes are just that she's going through puberty, which I guess is funny. I don't know. It just wasn't a very good. She just wasn't a very good character to me. Um, and I definitely dislike her. Um, and number two was Starfighter from Teen Titans Go, which I have to talk about Teen Titans Go. Um, yeah, I really do not like talking about Teen Titans Go. Because it's not fun or interesting to talk about anymore, and I just got really tired of talking about it. I hopefully will never talk about Teen Titans Go on this channel ever again, because I have nothing else to say about it. Honestly, I've gotten over talking about this, or I've gotten over like not liking the show itself. Obviously, I think it's a bad show, but I've kind of gotten over that, and now just I just really hate how Cartoon Network airs it all the time. They're airing it like old this week, and they're not. There isn't even that enough episodes to air. Um, and but anyway, Starfire. Yeah, I really liked her character in the original Teen Titans. She was probably my favorite actually. She was a foreign alien, but she always just tried her best to be a good person and tried to adapt human society, which I really liked. She was mature, but she was also silly. She could be both silly and mature, and but but Teen Titans Go just makes her an idiot, which is very disrespectful towards her character. I think, and like I said in the video, all of the jokes about her is that, or all of the episodes about her are just her being ignorant to something, um, which just isn't very funny or very interesting. Just kind of, hey, another one of these episodes. Um, so I do not like Starfire's character at all. Um, and number one was Chloe Carmichael from The Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, I mean, everyone and their mother knows how terrible Chloe is. She dragged the show down a whole lot. She was obnoxious, annoying. Her personality was just, oh, I'm perfect. I'm a Mary Sue. And obviously everyone can relate to me because, I'm just perfect in every way. I just hate that. And, she has to share fairies with Timmy, which makes no sense because the fairies are supposed to go to kids um, who are who don't have the best of lives, which Chloe has a perfect life. I don't see why she needs fairies at all. Um, she was very unlikable, very obnoxious, and just kind of took over the show and took over the theme song. Oh, the new theme song is terrible. Um, just not likable at all. Definitely one of, if not the worst cartoon female out there. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this one. Uh, I really liked my message of this one in that um that female role models can be good towards young girls. Um they just need to be uh likable, not Mary Sue's, um and just um I guess just encourage young women to be the best that they can be, and just just tell them, I don't know, I guess just show them that women can be powerful because they can be powerful. It's just that a lot of animated female characters don't really do that. Um, and that's all I have to say for this one. See you guys later. Kirby out.